my channel. It has been a while since I have been out with a new video, but I am so excited because today I had just gotten my 320 marker set from Ohuhu that I myself personally bought. It was a hefty purchase, I must say, but for sure one of the most best idea I think I had done yet. As you see behind, I am now just going through and kind of swatching them all, kind of getting a feel for what they all feel like. There's a lot of markers. Like, I have never owned large markers where my um, I never I think this was a long time to go through and sort the markers. There's 15 tiny whatnot. It was a lot. Like, there was so many colors in the category. So that was what I really did enjoy about them is that they all had their own little sections and whatnot, but it seriously still took forever to swatch them. I want to say altogether, I had about probably 3 hours of footage that I cut down. It was seriously long, y'all. You can tell just by here behind us that it's like 30 speed, and I am just going through and trying to hurry up and swatch them. I did mess up on a couple, not on purpose. It was like a red and a yellow, but we fixed it. It'll be fine. My swatch card will live on to see tomorrow, despite my little error. Another thing I kept messing up was I forgot how brush. I don't know why, but it just kept being something that I just kept forgetting. It was seriously, after a while, getting on my nerves, like, for real. Anyway, now we have a wonderful drawing presented in front of us. It's a cute little landscape that I decided to do with all these markers because it seems that I've seen drawing with apples do it online when she got her collection. So I thought, let's shoot my shot and let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's see how it goes. Excuse me in the background. I was sick when I actually recorded this. Luckily, your girl is feeling healthier, better. But yes, I am very, very excited to go through now and marker draw it. It was a landscape, but you can tell from this little piece in front of you, this little diagram. It's gonna need a lot of work. Everything's there. It was really pleased. We're gonna start with the first section, which is my yellows, and we are just gonna go straight in. I use many different methods when it comes to trying to do my best on the trees. First, I kind of started off with like a stippling, kind of rubbing effect. Wasn't my greatest plan. Probably not. I wish I would have kind of done something else, especially with this little inky dinky one. Wasn't my best plan to act at the beginning. It's alright. You gotta fuck up here and there to get it kind of to perfection in the end. Um, I think this one kind of made it look a little better. Maybe you're gonna have to let me know what you guys think. To be fair, I thought it looked okay at first, but we did not have time to dwell on it, so we just had to be going through all the markers because we seriously have over 300. I do not have time to go over one. If I went over one little marker, I'm not going to ever get done. I think I used mostly the chisel when I did this, or the brush. I think I did more of the brush just because the brush worked pretty well for me. I liked it. Yeah, I this drawing was a hassle to for sure get done, but I am pretty happy with how the end result looks. Um, as you can tell, we are kind of just going through the first few markers right now, kind of just going down the line and just, doing a little kind of like fill in motion. I don't know if this one was my best plan either. I think out of the methods I've used so far, I would definitely give this one a lower grade. Far from my favorite, that is for sure. Yeah, I don't have time to dwell on it, so we are just going to go. I excuse my coughing. It's a grand time over here. Um, Now, do I recommend going up and spending all this money on 300 markers to make a drawing? No, absolutely not. You do not ever need that many markers to ever really make a drawing. In fact, you probably only need like a good set of like 24. That's all I had when I originally had started using alcohol markers for the first time. So this was a big treat for myself. I wanted to go out, want to spend some money, and really treat myself to buying myself something that I knew I had wanted. Because I am a Copic owner as well. You'll kind of see me picking up my Copic markers here and there in this one. I don't have a lot of Copic markers because they're super expensive. And again, they just kind of they all so they kind of sit there, not really help me do anything anymore, which is really sad. But I love these Ohuhu markers. Like they feel almost like using a Copic. Like keep everything. I adore markers. Like for real, for real. As you can tell here, this was my first mistake that even looking at this moment makes me cringe because why in the fuck did I just throw a brown, dark brown on top of that yellow? Like, what was I thinking? Like, the stem was great design, but I don't know why I decided to go out of my way to do that. I wish I would have made it a whole lot lighter. You will see me fight this issue the entire time. It's gonna be not fun. Now you can see mistake number two, which was doing a dark brown once again on that fucking orange tree and then continuing it. For real, I don't know what my brain was thinking, y'all, when I decided that that was a good idea. Um, I really wish I would have used something a lot lighter. It would have worked better in the drawing, but you'll see some mistakes here and there. You'll see me try and combating a lot of mistakes. I think making that tree a lot darker helped, but I was going for more of like I'm trying to think, more of like a gradient style and very random when it came to the trees. So that's really what I wanted to do, but just kind of adding in that dark brown everywhere really made me feel like I had to darken everything up, which was really, really sad. I kind of like this style that I used a little bit for detailing on the trees. I think it really kind of was cute. Um, do I like though the color? No, it needs to be a lot darker. And as you can see, that's kind of what I do. I go there and kind of make everything a lot darker because even though I love the shading, it's not dark. It's dark enough. So now I go through, start and try and darken the trees up, kind of add more shading, start shading on little mountains behind. Um, it is a long process, though, but there's so many categories for it, so I'll starting reds. After I again took out all the Copic markers, we now go ahead and we start doing all of these. That blue tree was my downfall. Nobody can tell me different. I know I fucked it up. I really wish I didn't have did it. Even now I couldn't do that one. I really wish I would have done something different. The gradient on the trees does start to look a lot better though. Especially in this part. Again, you can see the shading getting darker in the top, especially in those two corner on the side. I don't know if you know the same thing. It really was not a good idea. It will be my downfall, even the finalness of that drawing, because even though it turned out looking okay, that was not the best idea, and you can kind of tell. Again, whoever allowed me to do the things at these times, they should be canceling my internet subscription because my brain subscription was great. That was my worst idea. So now we're gonna the next section. Markers looks like we now have straight up reds. And it's me fighting with this marker. So, everything's falling off my damn desk. Pull the headphones out of the back in my computer. It's the corner. Idea that we're not, but we done did it. We're changing it back now. These are what we all have to work with. Of my reds, kind of starting like a little tree at the bottom. Trying to start to fix some of the problems I'm seeing of the trees in the back. Kind of going through, I regret that it was so dark because it was not supposed to be that dark, and it lost a lot of its shape, but it's alright. And now kind of going through, starting to some shading here and there. Now we're starting to lighten a little bit on the side. Y'all, I should have went the other way with it, but it's a mountain. It's supposed to make sense. If the shading is supposed to be all over the place, I need to remind myself that. Yeah, sometimes that's really what you get with the markers. Sometimes that's all you get with these markers. You need a little, and then it's time to move on. We got too many markers to just hound on. How long do you want to work with one? So we have to continue on. We're bringing up, I think, the next section of marking. We kind of come up in the corner any minute now. So far, it's still in its creative process era. You can kind of tell honestly get there, but she's working. We're doing all right so far. It is at this rate just me fighting with getting my markers out of my storage. Not even me do the drawing anymore. Like for real, just grab them out. What are you struggling for? Oh, I'm struggling for that. Also, I did put them away in the process so then I knew what I had used to use. I had a little process going of what I was doing. Oh, I guess we now like I guess so. Continuing up the mountain. I kind of wanted to make it like a purpley bluish. More purple on one side, more blue on the other side. Obviously, you can tell it's supposed to be the more purplish. Again, I hated it for a majority of the part. I wish I would have done purple more towards the top. Also, that line was my downfall. Did I think it turned out okay? Sure. As you can see, it kind of just progressively gets darker and darker along the way. So am I a big fan as I was before? Probably not, but is it okay? Sure. I think that was when I really fixed it and kind of made it look a lot nicer, but it was a lot darker than I was suspecting. It was supposed to be a whole lot brighter, but you know what? It's a dark mountain. We're fine. It'll be fine. Also, yes, this was my other downfall. Every few minutes, my camera was falling and moving, so I'd have to pick it back up Now we're starting on the water, which I used one color to start as the base. You hear that sound? That is so satisfying. It's just the marker coloring. That was such a satisfying sound. But yes, I started off with one main color, and then I went through and started adding in shading details to it, make it look more realistic. Yeah, sometimes it was really just a few little strokes here and there. Sometimes it was a little more. Especially for the waters, I did a lot of kind of stroke looking, um, kind of really curvy waves. I did not want anything looking too defined because it's water. I wanted to kind of look just nice and open and very currenty because that is what the current picture had looked like. It was really, really currenty. So I tried to kind of get a start on making it currenty. Even just these lines really did help the drawing kind of flow more. It kind of just helped the water actually look like it had movement to it, which I thought was really, really cool. Right here, right about here was my downfall where the lines started kind of messing up for me, where I should have taken a different approach, but again, we don't have time for that, so we're going to continue on, keep going through with my little strokes, kind of continue touching up my mountains. Now we're kind of starting on the first cover of the grass, getting the in-between sections the best that we can, and really trying to start filling the paper, because if not, the paper is going to take so freaking long to fill. And then kind of going through, getting all those cute little grassy strokes, which wasn't in the original drawing. I just thought was too cute to add. Getting in that little tree on the sidelines, going through, adding in lots of green texture, trying to make it look grassy. Also adding in glossy of the mountain, and then going through with more blue and green, and really getting that water to shape. I think that was my best idea for the mountain. I think it was really cute. But that water became my downfall after a while. It seriously had taken so long just to get the water to a point where I could stand it. Here, I could not stand it. I was getting frustrated because it just didn't look good, and I was trying to do everything but that fucking water. So I was really trying to ignore it and just do everything else. Now it is a new day. New sunlight, by the way. So we're gonna try and get our finished up now. The other day, so now we're starting with the more blues. I decided I'm ready to tackle back the water, figure out how I can get it to a degree where I like. And I think applying strokes around the top really kind of helped it get the dimension that I wanted, and also giving it more of a gradient. Also get the blue sky in. I knew I wanted to have more of a one color sky. So that's kind of what I did there. I kind of like the lines in it, but I would stay with that, but it's markers, I know it's not paint, so I know that's gonna be there. Now it kind of bothers me just because there's so much going on in the drawing. It could have used just a plain sky, but it's alright, it's alright. Here now, now we're starting on more of the earth tones, which is supposed to better help the trees. I moved the form a little bit, and oh no, that free shade, by the way. Really have to come down the brown in it because that was chaos. So I hope with all of these browns, it kind of looked a little better. I felt like to me it had looked a little better after I had gotten done, but that mountain though, that purple mountain I hated before, really did turn out really good in the end. I love the yeah, let's go back to the box as I was going back on front, so I'm done. Like, I actually love playing a lot. It was so much fun. Not to do. Um, whatever. The rock is getting darker and darker. It was like color, the square on it, and then it just over time just getting darker. Same with that one purple tree. It just kept getting darker no matter how much I kept trying to feel like tone it down. It's fine. We accept the fate of what I did. It doesn't look all that bad if you don't stare at it too hard. But anyway, now we're going through adding some more shading for the rocks because the rocks are looking a little flat and colorless, I would say. Also there is kind of some white spots in the trees. It kind of bothers me now because I didn't notice it before. Now I wish I wouldn't have noticed it because now that's all I'm going to think about is that you see it. And this is when my kid was down on me. Um, so I had done 3 off camera, kind of interrupting, what is the stupid camera seriously cannot say that, you know, done myself, and I love it. Um, so now we're kind of adding some more grays, kind of toning down some where I feel like it, especially that dark color in the background. So back to playing, my price for me. I also kind of adding in like the side, the like plastic wheel on the side. Now we're just kind of trying to pink. And I think now we are finally about to see the last few markers that I had left. Black was seriously the hardest, so I kind of just put a little, mostly it was really just to put my name at the bottom. That's all she did. We loved her, we stand her. Stop. Yeah, she was like fine after all. I like it. I think overall it's coming out looking nicer than I had thought. With these are all the little sheets that we put together. But yeah, this is what she looks like from the head. She's cute. I really like her. At the end of the day, you listen to her. Anyway, yeah, that will do it all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, yes, colorless blenders have been my lifesaver. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this long Ohuhu markers section. I seriously love the markers.
No,
I do
wow,
use
this
them
looks
a
fun.
lot.
You do not need
Here's my little storage department with all my new markers. That looks so cool. You don't even understand. Anyway, thank you guys so much